This time on Ask Rad Rat, we're gonna figure out if skateboarding will ever be popular enough to have its own TV show and another lightning round of questions. So let's just get right into it. Welcome to Rad Rat Video. Here on the channel, every Monday we usually have a full video researched about game reviews, trick histories, all that kind of stuff. This time I'm going to do an extra Ask Rad Rat. I've been doing a lot of trick tips on the Shred School on Fridays, so people have been missing having some more Ask Rad Rats. Plus the video I was going to do today, been researching it for months, and I just haven't gotten the actual correct answer yet. I'll tell you all about that when I get to it. Been doing so much research for this one, but hopefully it'll be worth it when it's finally done. So, got a lot of questions for you today. Lightning round first. This is from Mac and Shay. So first one, best video by shoe company. I'm gonna have to say Osiris the Storm. If you haven't seen that, it is a must watch. It's one of the best skateboarding videos of all time, in my opinion. Best skater who hasn't won Skater of the Year. I'm gonna go with Jerry Sue. He had some crazy video parts back in the day, but he never won anything. In 2006, the Enjoy video, Bag of Suck, came out and he got Best Video Part and the Reader's Choice Award, but he didn't actually get Skater of the Year. I think he probably deserved it. Best cover photo. I used to read Trans World a lot back in the day. I never really got into Thrasher or any of the other ones. I got some Big Brothers too, but my favorite was the Primo Slide cover from August 2004. I think Mullen reused that for his book later, but that picture is just really cool because they actually did something unique. It probably would have been easy to take, but really hard to set it up and get the camera under the glass, like all that stuff that they did. I thought that one was really cool. It's really iconic. Aside from that, I was trying to figure out the first Trans World I got, which was probably mid 2001, I would guess. There was this one Trans World I got sick, I had the flu, and I read it over and over and over. And that one, if I saw it again, I would recognize it. I wasn't able to find it, so I can't show you it, but that one is kind of iconic to me just for that reason, but it's not necessarily that special. All right, let's get into the second part. This is from Kimmy Jimmel, who asked me about this show called Skate, which was either SK8 or just the word skate, depending on where you lived. It was like a major network TV show in 2001. And his question is, do you think skateboarding will ever get that popular again to the point where they make a TV show? So I remember there was that show, which I don't think I had ever seen before. He showed me a trailer and all this stuff. There was another one, I want to say it was called Grind. I know there was a movie called Grind, but there was another TV show right around that time, and I remember that because it inspired me to do my first 50-50. Because there was this scene where the guys are just skating around or whatever, and the guy just ollies on a rail, he just rides and he falls off the end. Like, it seems so easy, and I'd never done one before, so what I did was I got two 2x4s and a 2x6, I think is what I did. So I had the 2x6 flat, the two 2x4s like this. Then I had some like angle iron on both sides. The angle iron was really, really thin. It was basically a half step up from tinfoil. And so I like nailed it down and it kind of went like this because all the nails kind of like pushed it in. And you try to grind it and you'd sink in and all this stuff. And it was just the worst skate obstacle ever made. But that show just got me, you know, thinking about how easy they made it look. I just have to be able to go out there and do that. So I made that and it kind of inspired me to do my first grind. It was really hard because you would sink into it. But I finally got one, and I don't know, I remember that being based off of, or inspired by one of those shows. And the question is it ever gonna get to that point where they make another show like that? And I really don't think it will. I mean, it depends. I would have never guessed that Glee would have been a thing. You know, like a show choir show. Like, who would have thought that that would be a thing? But the thing is, skateboarding is kind of in this spot between being like a weird outsider edgy thing that you might make a show about to people would want to learn more about it because it's this, you know, weird insider culture. And it's also not super popular, you know, like football. You can make a show about football. Everyone knows football, they know the rules, they understand what's going on with it. you can have a show where all the characters play football and it makes sense. Skateboarding is not really at that point in either of those points. So I don't see it really being the point of a show in the future, especially considering that this one and the one I'm remembering didn't do that well. Of course, that was 16 years ago, but I don't think it's gonna happen for a long time. But let me know your pitch for a skateboard TV show. I would be interested in seeing what you would do. All I could think of would be like a high school drama where the characters just happen to skate. It would be an excuse to get them to go to new places. You know, like they're on tour, they're going to Tampa Am or whatever, make a storyline. I just don't know what this show would look like and what would be the point of it. Why does it have to be about skateboarding? So if you've got an idea for that, let me know below. Maybe some network executives will be reading and they'll try to make something cool. So those are the questions for this time. If you have any for next time, find me on Instagram. I have a link to that below. I also have a Twitter, although Twitter very helpfully started blocking all the DMs I got, and I think I have it figured out at this point, but I missed like weeks worth of them. So if you asked me a question and I never answered you, send it again, it was being weird. So either Twitter or Instagram, send me those questions there via DM and I will answer them next time. So that's it for this time. Here are some more videos you might want to watch. There's a whole playlist of these at this point, so check all those out and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.